So welcome Andrew Johns and Billy Slater. Congratulations. Great honour for you and Cam and JT. Great to have you all with us here tonight. So they've given Brooksy a bit of a boo. I'd imagine he'd have a point to prove here against his old home fans.
Well, he'll be looking to get into the game early. Luke Brooks, he'll want to get a carry, a couple of tackles, because this team that are coming out now, full of confidence after their win last week, back at their spiritual home, Leichhardt Oval.
And Andrew, Benny Elias greeting the Tigers, who are led by Api Coruscant. They're not dissimilar, are they?
Well, Benny was the first dummy half to play like a halfback. Reinvented the dummy half game, was before his time, and what a player. Champion player, champion bloke, great company, and yeah, this place here, didn't he used to set this place alight?
And there's the man that inherited the number 6 jumper for this year, Lachlan Galvin, one of 11 debutants that Benji Marshall has blooded in the NRL this year. If there is some positivity going forward for Tigers fans, it's the exposure that this young group of players have had to the NRL level and the rigours of it. That was Heath Mason, who plays fullback, and there's Lachlan Croker, who's playing his 3rd game back from an extended break. I think it was neck issues for Lachlan Croker, but he's been a multiple winner of Player of the Year at Manly, so important to have him back in the 9. Manly are looming as we head towards the finals. Can the Tigers play spoilers at Leichhardt? Back comes Big Stefano to get round 25 underway. 3 rounds of footy until we're into the finals for 2024. Coruscant for Samuela Fainu. He's played every minute of the last 12 games for the Tigers after playing a single game in Manly colours last season. He's alongside his 2 brothers tonight. Now Papali'i, Panthers bound next season. Safer. Out past the 30. Coruscant for Clemmer. Good, fast moving defence. Crunching shot from Paseka and Croker. So Caesar, the older statesman in the Tigers halves, he's 33, and he's 5'8", just 14 years younger. And there he is on kick chase, Lachlan Galvin. They shut down Lehigh Hopewate, himself a debutant this season. 4 of them used for Anthony Seibold. Shown himself to be a player of immense class as Lehigh Hopewate. Terry Evans, early pass for Olakau'atu. The ball's been spilt. Well, there's a victory for the Tigers defence.
Well, it spat backwards. And I think Aiden Caesar, he came out of the tackle. And often that indicates that there's a strip. Peter Goff's going to go upstairs with the captain's challenge.
Live decisions, the Seagulls knock on.
You see, when these big men go at the smaller guys in front of them, the halves, often the halves come out of the tackle reeling and
just looking at the left hand of Aiden Caesar, he's making a tackle, he's on the bicep, he gets shrugged off. There's no intent to strip the ball. It's a loose carry from Haumole Olakau'atu, which makes contact with the Aiden Caesar. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. There's no doubt that the ball is helped out by a hand, but Aiden Caesar's just looking to regrip and get back in the tackle. You see the ball come away from Haumole Olakau'atu's chest.
Does it hit Caesar? I just think it pops out and goes backwards. Anyway, play on, Aiden Caesar.
I think the loose carry implies that the ball came out and contacted Caesar.
Well, he made a statement then, Caesar.
Yeah.
A minute and a half in, no challenge now for the Manly Seagulls.
Centrefield scrum. Tigers feeding Galvin. Galvin v Brooks. Look at that. Brooks is into him. You can't boo Brooksy. It's like shooting Bambi. He's played every minute of the season for Manly this year. What a signing he's been. He was always going to be good, wasn't he, in Manly colours next to Terry Evans. So 30 away, Clemmer playing it, picked up by Coruscant, and Papali'i charges towards Ben Travojevic and Josh Aloiai. Good crowd for a Thursday night at Leichhardt. Can they get excited early? Oh, little breakdown in communication. But Galvin's got the ball back. DCE's 36 and Lachlan Galvin's 19. There's a wonderful contrast in the careers and where they're at. Galvin now, he's all over the football, isn't he? Samuela Fainu cuts down in the tackle a couple away. Another touch for the teenager. A kick towards the sticks. It bounces off the upright. The Tigers through Caesar. I think he brushed the grass with the ball.
Oh, Turbo Tommy.
Coming to tackle 6 here, Ash.
Did it brush a blade of
We've got
grass?
no
He
try.
doesn't think so, Peter
Looking to
Goff.
confirm that's held up. I haven't got
Brush
the ball
a
touch the
blade
ground
of
at any
grass
stage.
early. It was a great kick by Lachlan Galvin. As you mentioned, Tomo, all over the football early.
onside, monitoring
Hits the upright.
Stefano Udakamanu, who's no impact on the play, playing on. Aiden Caesar gains clean possession.
Does it brush here? Down he goes. Oh, he might have snuck a hand
Just
under
taking
the
all
ball.
the angles at the moment,
Well,
supporting the on-field decision.
Stefano's backside's in the way. Here we go. We'll see on this angle. No.
Oh,
No.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't think you can give that.
Just checking more angles to see if we can find...
No.
The ball remains up at all stages.
Well, that's Tom Trebojevic.
Hey, Billy, how hard
Tackle's now complete.
for Tom to do that?
Well,
Do you train for that at training?
Yeah, absolutely.
In
These
the
players,
wrestling room?
even out on the field, and practicing getting yourself underneath the football. There was another Manly player that got himself in real good position
Just wait.
to get under there as well.
Confirm the
But
restart,
Tom,
Ash.
he gave his team time.
that's it.
Here it is, Galvin. Beautiful little touch, aiming at the post.
Just wait. Get
And
squared.
Tommy gets good
Stefano,
contact.
lock in.
It's Luke Brooks who gets himself underneath the football.
Well, there's a warning shot
Move now.
sent by the Tigers towards Manly, and some superhuman strength by Tom Trebojevic. Jonathan Thurston, he's back sideline with us at Leichhardt Oval. Congrats to you, JT. Would have been a great night for you last night at a wonderful honour.
Certainly was, thanks to Tomo. And it's glorious conditions down here as well. 17 degrees, a little bit of breeze behind the Tigers as well. So the Tigers have certainly brought the crowd into this game very early.
Happy to be back at Leichhardt, Jono?
I caught a taxi here, and even the taxi driver took the wrong turn. So the Leichhardt curse is even happening in the taxi.
Well, at least you found your way. So Mason at the back.
Up together.
Second starting game at fullback. He's not real tall. Seems to me the modern way.
Lachlan relief.
Played by Junior Tupou. Back in the lineup for the first time since round 7. Staines now. And played back by Alamalo, who's got onto the wing
Last tackle, move, Jace.
for tonight's game. And Safath out near the 40. Coruscant. Galvin through the hands. He's nothing if not confident. Now Fatape, Galvin's there again. He has touched the ball, I reckon, 4 times per set, Lachlan Galvin.
Well, he's willing to back himself. He was under pressure to kick the football the first time, so he decided to run it. These young Tigers are willing to back themselves.
What do you think? What will we see from this young kid next year, Andrew? Having this experience, then an off-season, coming into his second year.
Well, he'll be playing off Jerome Luai next year. He won't have to be handling the ball so much with so much responsibility. It's exciting for the Tigers. Very exciting. We say it every week. What a player. What a player.
Good run, Ben Trebojevic on the back of Tom. Played to Croker. Jerry Evans now. Up in the air, trying to isolate this slight fullback Mason. He spills the ball. It's picked up by Ben Trebojevic with a fresh set of tackles.
Help! Release him! Go one.
DCE, who wants to run it? Taniela Paseka. Could have been a Tiger. Paseka, he went to high school at Holy Cross Ride, which is a noteworthy breeding ground of Tiger talent. Show and go, Jake Trebojevic. There's back-to-back. 6 again. 6 metres away. Croker, Aloye. In fact, it was a trick play. It's Paseka now. Right on the goal line. Tigers leaking 30 points per game throughout the season. Can they stand up to their first acid test? Brooks out the back. Trebojevic, great tackle. Alamalo.
Yeah, great read.
There's still more to come though. Croker. And now Jake. 11 away. DCE, then Brooks. Now Garrick, one-on-one miss. Saab for the corner. 7 tries in his last 7 games for the flyer on the right wing for Manly.
Yeah, this is just a one-on-one miss for the Tigers. Reuben Garrick, nice little in and away. Very sharp off his left foot here, Reuben Garrick. Harvey Norman replay. Ball comes out to the right. A little bit disjointed, the Manly Seagulls, but once he gets one-on-one with Charlie Staines, Reuben Garrick just beats him all ends up. Puts a bit of riz on him. Look at that. Bang. Just stands him still and sharp off that left foot step.
What didn't help Staines was the way that Aiden Caesar, he got caught up in the play. So Charlie Staines had no insurance on his inside. He didn't have Aiden Caesar tip into him. So if he steps back on the inside, I've got him. He just got isolated one-on-one. Just watch Caesar. Caesar will come out of the line and he'll get involved with the tackle here, which then isolates Charlie Staines just one-on-one.
Do you think that Hamoli Olakawatu interferes with Charlie Staines here? Just watch Charlie Staines. He has to get around Hamoli Olakawatu. He still gets himself in a position, but he's in a bad body position.
I'm happy. I'm happy for it to try.
Well,
if you're being pedantic, yes, but let it. Oh,
well, the bunker had try confirmed, and our referee, I think he might have stopped the clock. We've got the fans excited, and that kick is sublime from touch at 6-0 to Manly.
Stay onside.
6-0 in favour of Manly. The restart from Coruscant. Taken by Brooks, and now another former Tiger, Josh Aloye. There's a crossover between these clubs. 3 Whanganui boys on the system at Manly, lining up in Tiger colours. Just the 3rd time that they've all played together in an NRL game. Second. Playing it on the field. Trebojevic and Brooks, and now Ben Trebojevic. They come at great speed, don't they, Manly? When they find that groove, they throw planning at you with the football. Kohler wrapped up in the tackle. Sherry Evans, a wobbling kick. It's gone past Mason. Oh, it's pulled up a foot inside the dead ball line, and the young fullback can't get back.
It was a mongrel kick. Cherry Evans, he miskicked it. And then that encouraged Heath Mason just to let it bounce and see if they can gain a 7-tackle set.
Well, he got all his angles wrong then, Daly, but he somehow manufactured a kick, and yep, and he gets away with one there.
Onside here, guys.
That was a tough one for the young fullback.
Coruscant will go short. Not that short.
Bad drop.
Did that? No.
Must have hit the line.
Yeah, hit the line.
It was close. Well, they're offside.
The winger.
It's an offside. I think it dropped in the field of play, but the winger was offside.
Penalty. What do you want, Daly? Tap? Yeah. So tap
You get a
will be
replay.
right middle, Lachlan.
Well, here's the kick.
Here's the kick. You see Daly's hips towards the sideline, so the floaters will be square facing down the field. They take the tap, Manly.
We'll re-examine that dropout in a moment. Croker Oh, got stuck in the hands. Too much hairspray. It is hairspray they use, isn't it? Croker wrapped up by Big Stefano on the 20. Garrick for Aloye. Coruscant there, along with Papali'i. 10 minutes gone. Manly looking to end this long streak of outs at Leichhardt. Brooks and Kohler, and the pass goes away to Lehigh Hopewate, who's crossed in the corner.
Yeah, you can't back off on your try line. The Tigers will take a learning out of this. That young Tigers edge for Tape. Alamalo just backing off on the try line. You see here on the Harvey Norman replay. And when you've got class coming at you, Trebojevic, Kohler, and Hopewate, and too much speed, too much class, but backing off on your try line, that's a no-no.
Well, that was too easy, wasn't it? They got to learn from that one. The winger in the centre, Alamalo, the rugby union background as a Yui fan camp. Not many Manly fans here, but he's happy, the young fella.
Well, we saw earlier in the game, Alamalo, he jammed in, made the tackle on Tom Trebojevic. That's more the play. You've got to force the attack to go around you. You see here, they get up to that 10-metre line, then they start backing off. And by the time the ball gets out to Hopewate, he's nearly over the try line. Down to you, JT.
Yeah, it was great work by the Manly Seagulls, but for the Tigers, they had 5 defenders on that side from the right hand upright. So they're already outnumbered. It's a big learning curve for Heath Mason. He's got to get his numbers right on the try line to prevent the Seagulls scoring in the corner.
Garrick from the opposite touchline. Can't drag it back, it's 10-0.
No goal.
Well, this is close to the touchline. It falls safely. 10th NRL appearance for Lehigh Hopewate. It's his 7th try in the NRL. Brooks to bench Trebojevic. No Cole Lawton for Manly tonight. He's been playing in that left back row spot the last few weeks.
Square hold, Isaiah.
And now the skipper. Whacks a kick down that right hand channel, and Mason.
Yeah, it's a really professional set by the Manly Seagulls, and if they want to be a top 4 team, that's where the mentally toughness will come out. When you're up, you need to complete your set and apply the pressure and consistently do that. The temptation is to play to your star players.
You end up in the
This
way.
will help the Tigers.
You end up in the way, mate. You got to go to the side.
But the good teams, like the Panthers,
Ruck interference.
like the Storm, they stay within their system and they wear their opposition down.
Fruitful week off the field too for the West Tigers. They signed, I think it was 7 players. Lower grade, sort of development players, if you will. A number of them re-signing with the club, and also acquisitions from Cronulla and Newcastle. So Benji is very much looking to the future, as the number of players he's used this year, 36 and 11 first gamers, like I mentioned, indicates. Telstra is the proud naming rights partner of the Premiership, the NRL Telstra Premiership. It's been back in the game for 20 years plus. This is footy country. And we are here at a great footy ground as Staines is nailed in the tackle of Garrick. Galvin attacking the line, then offloading. Good hands from Stefano Utoikamanu. Centre of the ground, back to Galvin on the left edge, firing a ball, they keep it alive, picked up on the bump, it's a try to Junior Tupou. Oh no, there was a forward pass in there.
That's his favourite play, coming down the left side. 4 attackers, 4 defenders. He likes to dig into the line and he throws that short, flat pass to his centre.
Oh, that's the forward one.
So numerous tries with him doing that on the left side.
The other thing he likes to do, Joey, he likes to double and triple up on his plays. You like that in the half?
He just keeps playing.
The good stuff.
And it was good. Aiden Caesar's letting him do it. Aiden Caesar's not pushing him out of the way. We keep saying, this young man, Lockie Galvin, give him 2 or 3 years. Wow.
It's a big effort from him, even on a physical level. I know Benji has actually said in recent weeks, if we were going a little better, I'd probably give him a rest. You can see he's quite tall, but hasn't grown into himself at all yet. So Croker kicking from the 20. Oh, that was an awkward one, but picked up eventually by Tupou. And that's a really good defensive set by the Tigers. Back within 10 of the halfway. Staines now. Across the ground, throws a pass pretty much to no one. Picked up on the bump. Alamalo playing it. Torres out. And big Stefano up the middle if you don't mind.
That's a run.
And a rapid play the ball. Can the Tigers find something off that? Galvin, Staines back on the inside and Cherry Evans was waiting.
They just can't nail those half chances, the Tigers. Last 2 sets on this left side. Create an opportunity, but they just can't score them. Once again, Galvin.
So another former Tiger into the fray for Manly. Nathan Brown's on the ground. Brooks.
Great kick.
From his 40, flat trajectory. Bounces right down to the goal line where it's swept up by Alamalo. And that wins back a little bit of that field position.
Yeah, Manly Seagulls just picking space. Again, they give away a penalty, but they're finding space with their kicks. A little bit of an experience with Mason.
Gully, that's your discipline.
Alamalo.
I might go down to Jonathan Thurston. J2, what are you seeing down there on Galvin?
Well, last night at the NRL Hall of Fame dinner, Benji spoke about the confidence that Tim Sheens instilled in him as a young ball player, where he just let him take the reins. If he threw it over the sideline, made an error, he just kept encouraging him. And that's what I see in Lockie Galvin. He's touching the ball quite a lot in this game, and he's not afraid to make errors, and it seems like Benji has given him all the confidence that he needs. So once he starts getting to 50, 60, 70 games, we'll certainly start to see the best of him.
Now Coruscant, good offloading. They're causing a few headaches with the ball here, the West Tigers. Trebojevic the tackler. 14 inside Manly territory. Stefano ball playing. Caesar, dummies, runs. They rushed up on Galvin. So the veteran halfback takes the tackle. It was the big back rower, Hamali Olakawatu. Galvin is not scared to run the ball either. Outside the right-hand post, Utoikamanu. Dummies inside, he's run over another one.
Boy, he's been strong to start this game, Stefano.
Coruscant, dink towards the post, another one off the upright. It's scooped up by Manly, but there was a knock-on in there.
I like that with Stefano. If we can get that run close to the line of Stefano, he had players inside and out. I think it was Papali'i on the inside. What that does, it gets him one-on-one. Defenders have to stay off him. Players inside and outside. He looks, gets one-on-one, and then look at that. Just straight over the top of Aloiai, who's a big man. That's the key with Stefano. You just can't give him the ball. There's got to be players in and around him.
Well, he's got a pass in him too, Joey. He passed the ball the previous 2 tackles in that set. Got the ball to Aiden Caesar, and then the next play he got the ball to Lachlan Galvin. If you got that pass in your game, players have to hold off. It allows a one-on-one.
Ooh, that makes it high and dry. Another penalty.
Offside, mate. Yep. You're on the mark there, mate.
So sustained ball here for the West Tigers. They dearly need
Wait for the tap here, hold.
to frank a dividend, if you will.
Time off. Wait. Onside, Gallius, step. Ruben.
First run by Papali'i. Galvin stationed right. Long pass from the dummy half. Finds the number 6. And back to Stefano. Oh, he is running roughshod tonight.
Straight up. On the line.
Right down on Manly's line again. Coruscant, Caesar, Galvin. There's that firing pass. Tupou. Good tackle, Saab. They're wedged in the corner. Staines with a floating pass. Galvin's there again. Now Fanua Polle's on the ground. He brings a lot of energy. Geez, agile for a big man. Coruscant, Caesar, one side to the other. Matape, that was forward.
But once again, the half chance there,
Forward pass. He flicks it
the
forward.
scramble of Manly
Scrum.
was sensational.
Offside.
Kohler shows his speed
20.
defensively. He goes in, well, it's the scramble of Kohler. Gets across there. But once again, you got to nail those half chances. There's been 3 out-and-out half chances the last 10 minutes from the Tigers, and they haven't nailed them.
Make sure we're almost missed the last one.
Credit to Manly. Tigers, you got to nail those half chances.
Let's go. Heads down. I'll lead you. Head in. Box off. Heath down. Stay in. Ball in. Break.
Notwithstanding that detrimental record here at Leichhardt, well, we've won the last 6 games against the West Tigers.
Get together. Square, Alex.
Here's Brown, the only Manly player who's had a win against the Tigers at Leichhardt. He was playing for Para back in 2022. Now Olakawatu. Good little battle that. Caesar standing up to. Now Bullimore, great leg speed through the middle. Turbo's there. Trebojevic will scoot away and score. Oh, that's a dagger blow for the Tigers, who've had the better of the last little while, but they've conceded at the other end.
Yeah, Bullimore, I think it might have been his first touch. But there's players in and around the ball. Cherry Evans is down the short side, which drags markers over. Look at Cherry Evans, look at the markers. Harvey Norman replay, which then isolates Happy Coruscant, the speed, and then the support. Billy, look at the support of Trebojevic.
Well, it's the timing that he reads it too. He reads it before the opportunity even presents itself. He's got great anticipation, Tom Trebojevic. And this guy, he's got power and leg speed. He does a really good job to draw the fullback. Not easy to do at times. He sums things up well, Ethan Bullimore. And that man, he is always there. He reads the play, he anticipates the play, and then he makes the play. JT?
Yeah, great work by Ethan Bullimore. It's the leg speed through the middle that got him on the front foot, and the West Tigers were too wide at the first defender, second defender, and the C defenders, which is what they call it here in footy. So they need to tighten up that area if there's any chance of turning this match around.
14 tries for the year for Turbo. He looks strong heading towards the finals. Garrick with the conversion.
Manly lead the West Tigers 16 points to 0.
While those hamstring issues look to be in the rearview mirror, it is a very strong and determined-looking Tom Trebojevic. And
Just watch Manly coming out of trouble, the work of Jake Trebojevic. He gets in the middle and plays like a halfback, which then frees up Daly Cherry-Evans and Brooks to stay a bit wider. Jake steers him around with his big man. And then Brooks and Cherry-Evans get a little bit wider just to get his big man one-on-one, get the quick play of the ball, and then the halves will stand up and play.
Long pass from dummy half. Brown, Brooks, Turbo. They've got them stripped again here. Out to Hopewate, down the sideline. Good desperation in defence by the Tigers. They appreciate that on the Wayne Pearce Hill.
Billy, Manly, if they get there in and around towards the end of the year and they're fully fit, they are a dangerous team.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, they've got danger in their team. They got speed out wide, athleticism. You see here, it was only a fingertip that got Lehigh Hopewate. And then through the middle of the field, you've got Tom Trebojevic, Luke Brooks, who loves running the football, and then the veteran Daly Cherry-Evans. They've got the ingredients there. If they can make that top four, there'll be a headache for a lot of teams.
There's another prospect, this lad, isn't he? Samuela Fainu. Twala. Good incisive charge. Takes him inside the third. They haven't stopped him yet. 25 away. Oh, and 6 more.
I hope they lock down Pollard. He's a good player.
Coruscant, one-handed scoop and run. He caught them napping. Oh, he's too good. He's just too good. I reckon even Benny Elias to be standing and applauding that one.
Yeah, he tricked him a few times there. He tricked him with his feet, then he tricked him with his hands and his eyes, and then he went back to his feet. He's a strong little competitor, Api Coruscant. Harvey Norman replay. He points at the marker. He says, Jake, you're offside. Then ducks, accelerates. He has got plenty of skill, Api Coruscant, and he showed it there. Tigers back in it.
You think he might have been David Copperfield in the past life?
He thinks he's Cam Smith pointing at the offside players.
Well, he hasn't got a whistle in his hand. Can't be Cameron.
Well, he had 2 sets of hands on him, and then he powered through that, ducked.
Wasn't Copperfield, was he the master of illusions or something?
Something like that.
What a player. Seems to be around forever. Appy?
Yeah.
South? Manly? Was he Penrith for a while?
He had one stint at Penrith before, I think, was it Manly in between? He went back to Penrith.
Was he at South when they won the comp?
Yeah, he played.
Yeah.
He played for Isaac Luke. He was suspended.
That's right.
That play the ball come off Fanua Pole. He has got power. You just spoke about him, Joe.
Oh, he's a good player.
Manly lead the West Tigers 16 points to 6.
Stay on side.
That's his 6th try in 7 appearances here at Leichhardt. Api Coruscant. Now, one of the Hills packed when he's in action. Despite their position on the ladder, Coruscant has been just magical at varying times throughout the campaign. So quick between the ears. Galvin, short to Safar. There's no Adam Dewey tonight, by the way. That knee of his has been a little sore and swollen the last couple of weeks. The quote from Benji was, sometimes I've got to save my players from themselves. So they've given Adam Dilly an early end to the year, I believe. Penalty.
He ends in a dangerous position, mate.
Dangerous tackle.
Position,
Fourth tackle penalty. More ball for the Tigers from inside Manly territory.
Well, this is the way Jake Trebojevic tackles, old-fashioned. Stands tall, cuts him in half, but with the momentum of the run, just got up.
Despite the scoreline, they've looked sharp enough the last little while here, the Tigers. Oh, Polly. That was a run laced with plenty of venom. Play to RB. Caesar and Galvin picked up on the bump by the big hulking winger Tupou. Played it to Staines. It comes to Galvin now. Through Papali'i, then Coruscant. Numbers right here. Mason joining in. A chance for the Tigers. Mason surging. I think he slid over. I think he slid onto the try line. He did.
Yeah, lovely moment here for Heath Mason. Scores his first NRL try. He just accelerates. He gets the football, sees a bit of space, says, I'll take that. They go from the left-hand side to the right. Harvey Norman replay. Papali'i does a great job to get it to Coruscant, Caesar, and then when Heath Mason gets the footy, he just pins the ears, gets down nice and low, and just slides across the try line for his first try. But more importantly, the Tigers, they go back-to-back.
He's predominantly in the halves, isn't he? Heath Mason playing out of position at fullback. Once again, one of these exciting players who's come through the ranks in the junior system, learning valuable lessons out on the field. This is where you learn all your lessons, the big lessons, as a young player on the field. JT.
That's great work from the Tigers. They go from the left sideline to the right sideline, and through the middle part of the field, they get their spine. Happy Coruscant gets the ball player, and then Aiden Caesar gets the ball play, and that's what you want when you're coming through the middle part of the field. You want the ball in the hands of the key decision makers. Well done, Heath Mason.
So consecutive tries for the West Tigers. If they can stop the tries at the other end, they've got enough points in them to cause Manly some difficulty on what we've seen.
And as you mentioned before, Tomo, they've created plenty of chances, even outside these two tries. They're looking nice and dangerous. There's plenty of points in them.
So their points scored per game goes up about 8 points a game on average when they play here at Leichhardt.
Well, that's always been the case.
Well, we sensed it was going to be entertaining. Attack at the forefront of both teams' thinking. And if you like tries, you've come to the right place. Caesar. Oh, that's a good kick from the left footer.
Successful from the touchline by number 7, Aiden Caesar. Sponsored by Club and Angle. Manly leading the West Tigers 16 points to 12.
So it's worth reiterating, 11 players have made their debut for the Tigers this year. That's a staggering amount. Mason, one of them. But they are being exposed to the top level. Wow. Comes rumbling back. Hit hard by a pair of Trebojevic's. Oh, and another big shot. That's Brown. Stefano's 6 tackle breaks. And now Pollard. Oh, they might get 6 again. Oh, this is milking the referee. They have been helped by some poor discipline by Manly, and there's another case in point.
Well, this can happen when you stand behind your try line, you have a conversation, and you try and make a statement with your defence. And 2 big hits off the kickoff. And then one just creeping a little bit high, but that aggression, it's got to be controlled. When you're trying to change momentum, you've got to make sure you do it in a controlled manner. The Tigers go on the attack here again. They can go 3 tries consecutive.
It's been a while since Manly have touched the ball. So that's a telling stat. 15 tackle breaks for the Tigers against 5 for Manly. So the signs are positive. Pollard goes sprinting into the middle of the ruck. Chankrum Tong's on the ground now in 14, doing the dummy half work. A pass from Caesar to Papali'i. Played it on the 20. Caesar and Galvin. The wily head of Cherry Evans racing up to cut off the outside option. Bullimore, the other defender. Pollard again, he's hungry for work. And he can execute a quick play the ball here. 9 metres away. Coruscant for Caesar has to turn himself inside out, but the kick's spot on. Alamalo goes up. Ball's on the ground. Trebojevic has to kick it over the back, I reckon.
Got knocked on in the air here.
But it was a Tiger knock on.
Yeah, knock on Tigers.
He missed
Last
the jump,
tackle, hand over.
Alamalo. He was a little bit deep. He arrived just that little bit late, but created enough of a contest for the ball to go dead.
Out to the 20. Not a lot of him. Oh, now Bullimore. This is inspired stuff by the West Tigers. They're dominating field position. Brown can't even get past his 30. Well, Brooks has seen enough. Get it out of here.
Well, how do you get out of this momentum shift, Joey? How do you break the cycle?
Well, there's a way, an early kick, but the early kick's got to find space. The other bit, get some dummy half running. Teams are coming out of the line. You can get your outside backs coming out, dancing around, bit of footwork. But also gives your big boys a rest. But mainly the early kick. You can get down there and get it in space.
Twile's been strong. So Sione Fainu out there. Centre of the 30-metre line. It's the last tackle, Alex. He got it back to Caesar. Then Galvin pokes it through in behind them, and the ball beats them.
Oh, I could feel Alex Twile's anxiety up here then. Should I?
Play the ball.
And he found his key player. And once again, beautiful kick.
Just that last bounce, just kicked on and shaped it towards the sideline.
Well, they can't get out of here, Manly. This is great physicality by the West Tigers. Just dominance. Trebojevic tackled strongly. Saab trying with a bit of leg speed to spark something, but Caesar, he's been good in defence. Played to Chan Kun Tong, now Brown. Ball playing out to Jake. Oh, Brooksy! Brooksy's thrown it straight to Galvin.
Well, the hill's gone up.
I wonder if JT's man's up there, well hydrated on the hill.
He's got a few followers here. At 12. Oh, another penalty. He's in the bin. Oh, he must have given him a warning, our referee. I've got to say, there has been a lot of ill discipline from Manly, and he's had enough.
Well, there's been a dozen
I had to talk with the in-goal
penalties
after
or
the try.
infringements in this
We had
game
the penalty
already
there.
from both sides.
Hey, that's one right there. I just gave you the no
Peter
more.
Goff,
and it
referee,
goes again.
he's had enough.
That's your discipline, Dally. You fix it. Dally's here.
Well, Ethan Bullymore, he'll spend 10 minutes on the sideline, and the Manly Seagulls will have to do it with 12 now. Already the momentum is against them, field position's against them. Now they're down a man.
Wow, from 16-0, the Tigers have a very real chance to lead the game at half-time. Don't give another penalty away. Coruscant, Galvin. Jeez, impressive. Polly. Crashes into the defence, then a backhanded pass picked up on the bump by Mason. Runs towards Brown. 19 away. Sione Fainu. Brooks and Ben Trebojevic bring him down, only 5 metres short. Coruscant, with all of his trickery, eventually engages Season. Then Galvin floating it. Oh, I don't know whether the referee called that forward. I think he was okay.
Play the ball.
This is exactly what Jonathan Thurston was talking about. The
Play the ball,
pass was
Dally.
never really on, but he'll learn from that, Galvin. Once again, you learn your lessons on the field. The play was to dummy, dig in, get the tackle and play again. But the coach is letting him play. He'll learn his lessons. He understands.
Let's go, Jake.
He couldn't be coached by a better bloke, really, could he?
No, exactly.
He's been there.
Oh,
Knows what it's all about.
Error, penalty. It's not good.
High tackle.
that's the only way Manly have even looked like getting out of their own part of the ground.
Although they're still down to 12 men, the 12 that are out there are really dangerous. You've still got Trebojevic, who's been permanently placed on that left-hand side. It's a target side for the Manly Seagulls. I want to be careful here, the Tigers.
Alex, try. Get up. Hold now. Wait.
A great width about their attack, Manly. They're always ready, and they head to the left now with Brooks using his pace. Speaking of which, Tolu Kola. 10 in from the Wayne Pearce Hill. Through Brown, Cherry Evans, a kick for Saab. He's at full bore. He takes it, he gets it back infield. Staines has got it, and he somehow didn't get a foot on the touchline.
He does a fantastic job, Junior Tupou. He tackles as Saab catches the football. A set play, Cherry Evans and Saab. Look at that. Junior Tupou saves the try just before half-time.
It's been a highly enjoyable half. And they are right in this game, the West Tigers. If you ignore the scoreboard, you'd say they've got the running at the moment. Samuela Fainu.
Well, there's an injury here to Reuben Garrick. Left shoulder. Finally went straight over the top of him.
They're going to go through the hands. They've got the extra man. Galvin dummies in. He doesn't dummy. He goes to Mason. The 1-2. Galvin. Ball away now to Patape, but they lost it.
The pass inside from Galvin
Oh, it was ruled forward.
to Heath Mason.
Where are we, Gal?
If you watch Galvin, he's getting the ball and he's running towards the sideline. To play this inside pass, you have to straighten up and turn your body all the way around. Watch, he's still going to the sideline.
Ah, yes.
It's just a little bit forward.
Yeah, and you can see Belinda Sharp, the touch judge. She was the one that called it. She was in perfect position. Referee Peter Goff, he was playing on. But Belinda Sharp
Here's Garrick. Fainu straight over the top. Ooh, that hurts.
just drops his shoulder the last minute.
Here we are. Make sure we hold.
Well, Belinda Sharp called the play last week, the last play of the game, the forward pass with the Bunnies. She's got the Tigers home. She's been impressed with the Tigers tonight.
Alex now. Here we are. Big stay square.
Listen to the reception they get coming off at half-time.
Well, there's a raspberry for Brooksy at half-time, just to cap off a very good 40 minutes of football.
Yeah,
You were thinking when Manly scored fairly easily, in fact their first 2 tries were relatively easy, you're thinking, oh, they might really put on a show tonight, but the Tigers have clawed in, got 2 tries back, and it's 16-12 at half-time, and they are a live chance.
Wait till he gets on. What do you say? Oh, how impressed he. He's only 18. I think he's coming back. He tore his hamstring off the bone, but hopefully he gets on soonish. We can have a look at him.
For maiden origin campaign, tackled strongly by Pollaire and Twal, who, there's no nonsense. There's not a lot of bells and whistles about Alex Twal's work, but he's been effective tonight. Picked up by Champ Kong, now Brown. That's better. Brown, 8 short of the halfway. Now Turbo. Try to get a quick play the ball away on play 5. Almost where the kickoff occurred. Sherry Evans. Mason has to race outside his 20 to take the catch, and he's confronted by a good Manly wall. Tigers have absolutely won the territorial battle in the first half. Manly could not get out of their own 20. So they've started in better fashion here. So still the best part of that half that seemed to go for Ethan Bullimore. Tigers ready for the football left. Caesar, Galvin, Mason trying to get through the line. Garrett, good defence, chasing from the inside. Play number 5. Galvin with plenty of time. It's Hopawate at the back. Pretty comfortable catch in the end.
Yeah, good set by the Tigers. The balance between power running and using the football, using the speed out wide. Manly get a relieving penalty.
Solomon. Set up short.
You can really see the Tim Sheen's principles of how he coached teams and the way he influenced Benji Marshall. Well, you played under Sheensy, Billy. Used to like a lot of shifts coming out of trouble, full field shifts, work to a sideline, move the ball laterally.
Yeah, no one's a decoy. Everyone's in play. Everyone's understanding where they're running. You see the metres gained there.
Wow.
Lachlan Galvin running the football, 129 metres already.
He had 17 runs in the first half. It's almost unprecedented. Oh no, Brown's lost it.
Yeah, poor pass out of dummy half, this one. We all know how Nathan Brown runs onto the football. And when the ball goes behind him, it's hard for him to turn and get back there. You see Gordon just throwing the ball at his back shoulder. He's charging onto the footy, trying to change momentum, Nathan Brown. You've got to give your middle forwards better service than that.
That first pass, it just has to hit the mark. And attention to detail from your dummy half, it has to hit the mark every time. See how disappointed the coach is there. Tigers.
Well, Mason with pace. And the pass to Alamalo. Well, they're looking very raggedy in defence here, Manly. And the Tigers want to strike while they've got this one-man advantage. Sionifanu, Caesar, Galvin, touch it on the right-hand side. Now he's over on the left trying to set things up. Oh, he got crunched. Absolutely ironed out by Garrick.
Manly ball. Yeah, your ball. Play the ball.
Yeah, he just had to feel the fact that he was running out of room, Lachlan Galvin, and got the ball in the first 3 plays of this set. In these dewy conditions, he just had to prop on his run and sacrifice any metres he was going to make there.
Let's go, Jake.
They're going after their footy, the Tigers.
Real quick play the ball on that occasion. And Kohler, who's second up from an injury spell, returned from that knee problem off the bench against the Warriors last week. Ben Trebojevic. Just shy of the halfway. Here's Tom chiming in. Now Bullamore's about to resume his place. Brown pushed back to the 30. Oh, Cherry Evans has an exploration, doesn't execute a kick. Trebojevic got the ball away, then Garrick rolls one along the sideline. It's picked up by Mason. And he steps away and nearly into the clear. Oh. Penalty.
Oh, has he got him high here?
High tackle, Olakau'atu.
Well, Mason stepped the right way the first time, and then come to Hamoli Olakau'atu, and that's evident of stepping the wrong way. You see him here, little shimmy back down the short side, and then decides to come off the left foot. Run straight in Hamoli Olakau'atu's left shoulder. Well, he does get him high. I think.
Oh, he might be off in here. So Bullamore's literally just come out. And he might be about to swap.
So it's direct contact with the head. It's moderate force. You're actually coming up into contact. It's on report. It's in the bin.
Well, when you tackle these smaller fullbacks, and we've got a whole heap of them in the game at the moment, I think Keano Kinney, Jai Gray, Heath Mason, he's another one. They're small and they move quick, and when they change direction, they lower their center of gravity. And Big Hamoli, he just found himself a little bit high in his contact.
Incredible. Bullamore came back onto the field and he nearly high-fived Olakau'atu as he went off up into the sin bin. Gee, the Tigers will never get a better chance to knock over a well-credentialed team than they have right here.
Well, talking about Latu Fainu. Does he come on the field for season? Oh, Heath Mason's gone. He's gone up and it's been the shuffle here.
Well, Caesar came off.
Caesar came off with the shoulder. Just let this set roll on and go to the sideline. So
there's Latu Fainu in behind to play the ball. So Coruscant's waiting. He goes to 12. There's Latu. Oh, what a pass to a rampaging Safer. Untouched. The Tigers are about to take the lead.
not a bad first touch. We saw Bullymore for Manly, his first touch. He opened them up. And the young half, Latu Fainu, Benji Marshall, his exact words were, "You'll love him, he's silky." He's got the silkiest hands. Harvey Norman replay. You want to know what silky is? Watch this.
Oh. And they beat Brooksy too.
Yeah, not just Latu or Seyfarth. You see who's out the back. Lachlan Galvin. You see him there on your screen, left-hand side. And that's who Luke Brooks and Tolu Kola were going for. Attract the defence. Big Alex, look at him.
You can see the hamsters. You can see the hamsters in the head rolling around. What am I going to do? I love him. He's a lunatic. JT.
Yeah, it was great work by Lockie Galvin. He come from the short side around to the open side to present himself as we see a shoey in the crowd. The Tigers fans are loving it here on Thursday night footy. So great work by Alex Seyfarth. A great hard line at the inside shoulder. As you can see, Lockie Galvin coming from the back there. Brooksy has his eyes towards him and gets beaten on inside shoulder. So great play by the Tigers.
That look on Seyfarth's face, he's like, what am I going to do? How am I going to celebrate?
Well, they're all options. No decoys. Everyone's live. And Big Alex, he found himself in some space.
Well, what an amazing fight back from the Tigers. They're about to lead the ball game.
mate.
The change made by the West Tigers, number 14, Latu Fainu. Into the action with immediate effect, setting up the
Yeah, I saw that, mate.
Latu sponsored by
Alex Seyfarth capitalising on some lovely sleight of hand from Latu Fainu. 18-16.
Did you say Seyfarth? He's red-headed. He's a redhead, isn't he? He's ginger. Surely he's a redhead. We'll get Fat on the phone.
You're telling the story. Let's go to Danica, some news.
Yes, so Aiden Caesar, he has come from the field. He went straight up the sheds to get assessed. He has suffered a shoulder injury. Now, the Tigers staff at the moment say that it is very unlikely that he will return. You can see him grabbing that shoulder on camera there at the moment, but he is sitting out here on the sideline, so we will keep across this one.
Thank you, Danica. 12. Fast play the ball again. Gee, they're dominating in the middle of the field. Pollard wanted to offload, wasn't able to leverage the ball out. And then Galvin wobbling this one around in the air, taken comfortably by Saab.
Well, with Latu Fainu going on the field, Galvin has gone to the left side. So he's swapped sides of the field. Let's have a hit.
Oh, there's a knock on in the play the ball. They are on tilt, man.
Knock on in the rough.
There, Galvin's gone to the left side.
What happened? No,
The younger half.
The knock-ons before the play the ball.
Fainu, he's gone to the right
The
side.
knock-ons before the play the ball. That's why I call it up, mate.
You saw
Middle
that
scrum,
kick that
offside.
time from Galvin. That'll be a bit of a test for him, kicking on the left-hand side of the ruck. No fear, these young halves. They just get out there and play. He doesn't look a day over 15.
Crazy.
He's a baby.
Yeah, Ben. Ethan, Ben, head right in. Stay
He looks
tight.
cheeky, though. He's giving plenty of cheek on the footy field. Fatape. Crunched by Kohler. 12. Front on tackle by Trebojevic and Brown. But they're down on the 10-metre line. They're just to the right of the sticks. Coruscant. Latu Fainu. Galvin! Cut down by Bullimore. Desperate. Now Sione Fainu. The ball's come out. Manly have got the ball back, and if they can spread, there's some open space. Oh, look out. He's about to be bundled into the grandstand. They cannot put a foot wrong tonight, the West Tigers.
Yeah, just looking to score straight away. The Manly Sea Eagles, they go on the attack. And Tolu Kohler, he just stays upright. You see here, he was looking for the length of the field, looking for a flick pass. Elamalo, he holds his opposite number up off the ground. And they rush him into touch. The Tigers go on the attack again.
So they've been a man down for the best part of, what, 15 minutes now? See, there'll be some empty fuel tanks out there amongst the Manly troops, one would imagine. Still 4 minutes until the return of Olakawatu. Latu Fainu. Bullimore, good tackle. 6 metres away. They've got the last 3 tries, the West Tigers. And Galvin at pace.
Up together on the shoulder. Oh.
Coruscant dumped it to 12.
Jake, release last tackle.
Right under the sticks at the southern end of Leichhardt. Coruscant, sweeping pass. Galvin tries to kick it through. Now I reckon he might be offside. 6 more. They don't need any more than one. It's a try to Latu Fainu.
Plenty of energy about the Tigers at the moment. Everything falling their way. Last tackle, the ball trapped. Latu Fainu, he's finding himself in the right place at the right time. On the Harvey Norman replay, last play, ball goes out to Galvin. He puts it on the foot. He was offside, Ethan Bullimore. And Fainu He's having quite the moment at the moment.
Wow, extraordinary.
What about the speed off the mark? You see the left hamstring there, heavily strapped. And Benji said he's tore his hamstring off the bone early in the year. What a player he looks to be.
He looks powerful.
Look at all the kids going nuts. They got school tomorrow. How are they going to sleep tonight? They're going to get the kids to sleep after, well, how long to go?
A rugby league education is sometimes more important, Andrew.
Full of confidence. Just playing footy. And it's happening right now.
Oh. There's the next generation of Tiger. That's
got the claw out.
That's a very gentle claw. He's a cub. Oh, it's great to see. Coruscant with the conversion.
Tigers lead the Manly Seagulls 24 points to 16.
Coming to you, Sean Bell. One side here, guys.
There's the Hall of Famer, Benji Marshall. He's overseeing a remarkably spirited effort from his young Tigers tonight. They conceded 3 tries early, but they've got 4 back. 24-16. Galvin's pass hits the ground. Mason had to scurry. Plays down. Samuela Fainu. Now Tamau. Targeting Garrick. More forceful defensive set, this one by Manly, but they're going to run it. No thoughts of a kick. There's a kick in behind them, and that's brilliant. Garrick had to race back there to cover up Galvin. Looked likely to scoop that up and run away for a moment.
Well, they're just scanning for any opportunities in the defensive line. Winger goes back, Saab, and they just take that space.
Yeah, it wasn't the play. It wasn't the play.
So that's Corey Waddell fresh on the ground now. Feels like they haven't touched the ball for 25 minutes, Manly. Tigers dominant towards the back part of that first half, and it's continued after the break. Can they stem the bleeding here? Here's Turbo, away to Kohler. Olakawatu almost ready to return. Brooks with a kick. Here comes Saab from a long way back. Ball's on the ground.
Knock on Manly,
Knock
20.
on Manly.
I'll go to Jonathan Thurston. JT, in this position, 8 points up. What would you be thinking as the Tigers halfback?
Well, the Tigers are playing with confidence, so they can't sit back and try and protect this lead. There's too much experience in the Manly Seagulls, so they still need to play footy. You still need to think high percentage plays. As you said just before, Joey, that probably wasn't the play to set before. They need to get it out of their own end. But, yeah, I can't see them trying to protect this lead. They certainly need to move the ball and back themselves.
So we're back to parity. 13 on 13, Galvin. Another great run by Samuela Fainu. Just eating up the yards, aren't they?
It is so hard as a young player to find that percentage at this stage of your career. It's easy to go after it.
Staines tackled on 5. Mason Galvin kicking wide and flat. Oh, it's bounced awkwardly, but it's bounced for the Tigers.
Oh, well, he's gone for a torpedo chip. Just have a look at the shape of this kick. He gets, I don't know whether it's deliberate.
Can't be.
But the ball drop, it lands, Harvey Norman replay, he actually hits a torpedo. His ball drop, he loses shape of the ball and just, he hits a floating torpedo that far out. And when it's your night, it's your night.
When you're on, you're on. And for Tape, he didn't give up on the play. Ball hits the ground, bounces on the belly, straight over Kohler. And Solomona for Tape. He picks up the scraps. When you're on, you're on.
JT, have you ever seen a kick like that close to the line?
No, I haven't, Joey. It looked like he was going to do a drop punt, and then he lets the ball roll out the front of his fingers, and it comes out like a torpedo. Watch here, he's got it as shape to drop punt, rolls it over, hits it in the belly in the ball, and just puts a nice little kick in. And as Gus says, if you let the ball bounce, you're inviting disappointment in your life, and that's disappointment for the Seagulls.
JT, do you think that was deliberate? Do you think he's deliberately kicked the ball like that?
100% it looks like it was deliberate. You can see that he's got his hands over the top and he just turns it over that little bit and the ball rolls out of it. So it's certainly his night tonight, Lockie Galvin.
Oh, he landed it on a dime.
Can't be deliberate.
He's rolling his, what he thinks he's Shane Warne, rolling from out the back of his hand, out the front of his hand.
Coruscant, 30-16 now.
Tigers leading the Manly Seagulls 30 points to 16.
30 unanswered points for the Tigers. And no sign that they're going to stop. Look at that. Coruscant, Mason, Seyfarth, Fainu, Patape. This is a Tigers team without Adam Dewey, without Jareen Buller, and without Justin Olam, who would be walk-up starts in their regular NRL team.
John Bateman also departed early this season. Oh, they got some talent in the Tigers.
Oh, there's an error.
Ball plant, and then
So
you fall
perhaps a
over the
little
ball.
window of opportunity now
Very
for
early ball
Manly.
plant, and then he falls over the ball. He doesn't play the ball properly. Okay.
Are they going to challenge?
Ash,
Yeah, he's pretty confident.
captain's challenge. Tigers
Referee
challenge
Peter
on the
Goff.
field decision of a lost ball. I've got an early ball plant and no play the ball.
Yeah, if you plant the ball before you rise to your feet, you very rarely win these challenges.
Fainu is required to regain his feet with the ball off the ground. He places it down. This is a ball plant.
Yeah, it's game over from there.
He then fails to play the ball with balance and control. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Yeah, you got to rise to your feet before you
Gotta
put the
pick
ball on
up,
the ground.
Can't plant the ball. Scrum.
As soon
just
as the
falls over
referees
top
see
of it.
that, if there's an infringement
Well, he doesn't
or a lack of
maintain his
balance,
balance. He just falls to his knees.
they'll call a
And
penalty.
the ball plant
Or a
happens
loose
first.
ball.
He needs to pick that ball up. Yeah, that's it. Scrum here.
I'd like to know what Daly Tree Evans is thinking right now. He's probably been in these situations before and will keep cool. They got points in a Manly when they get it right, and that sort of error can swing the momentum back. These next couple of sets are important for Manly. JT?
Yeah, it's going to be a mental toughness here for the West Tigers to keep them out. As you said, Manly Seagulls love this position.
There's plenty of inexperience on the right-hand side of the field for the Tigers. Tigers left defence. That's where I'd be sending the attack.
Brooks straightens. Trebojevic, great hands. Hopewate got it back on the inside. And it was knocked over the sideline from Galvin. He saved a try.
Well, they went the other side. They were all out there, created some space.
He throws it backwards over
The
his
Tigers
shoulder
kept
and then
turning
Lachlan
up.
knocks it dead.
You see Cherry Evans and Brooks on the same side of the field and get it to their star fullback. And Hopewate. Oh, it's Galvin.
That's great desperation.
You see Heath Mason change speed then to get there? Great desperation.
Lachlan knocks it dead. On that clock, Appy, stay onside. Stay onside.
Coruscant goes long. Feels like a rarity these days. And now Aloye. Still stacks of time, but they'd need a seismic reversal in momentum if Manly was to come back and win this game. The Tigers have been just brilliant in the last little while. Brooks now for Turbo. Good defence again from the inexperienced pairing of Alamalo with the rugby background and Fatabe sent to Brooks. Across to Croker. Through the hands of the two veterans, the two Origin captains as well. Oh, well, what on earth was that? Well, we've seen a ball plant. I think that's a face plant. Brooks. 9 metres away. Turbo trying with all his might, and there's the first try. The comeback might be underway.
Well, the little number 6, Luke Brooks, he showed Turbo how to do it. He said, we've got to go through these guys. Quick play the ball. And then Tom, he comes from the left. He says, give me the ball. Here it is here. Harvey Norman replay. Through is better than going around. And then Turbo, he comes from the short side and says, give me the ball. I'll back you up. Oh. Just barges over. How often do we see Tom Trebojevic do that?
No, we marvel at his skill and how good he is, but the toughness. And then in these moments, you need someone to stand up. He just says, yeah, get on the back of me, boys. What a champion. I might talk about him next break of play, Billy, about where he sits.
So we're back to 8. The 2024 NRL and NRLW Telstra Premiership Grand Final is on sale now. Be there to witness the impossible happen at Accor Stadium. That's in Sydney, of course, on Sunday, October 6. Ticketsnrl.com/tickets.
Billy, it might be hard to answer this, but fully fit Tom Trebojevic, as in fullbacks, where does he sit?
No, he's as good as them all.
Yep.
He's as good as them all, if not better. And I only have to look back to 2021 when he had that season. He scored 28 tries. He was in the form of his life. He's as good as them all.
Make sure we're onside here, guys.
And it shows in the performance of his team. He can really, if he catches fire and Manly play as a footy team, he can take them a long way in this competition.
There's been a little hush come across Leichhardt.
Up there, Dave. Hold your front foot, wait.
They were riotous before. They were doing shoeies in the outer.
Here we go.
Now they're quiet. It's 30-22 and there's a penalty to Manly.
No, you're right.
Alex Seyfarth having an argument? No. Every game. Every game.
Fatty Tech said
we're
that
good to go.
strawberry blonde.
Oh, okay.
Danica, always great to be here at Leichhardt. It's a Thursday night and they're still here en masse.
Oh, it is such a great outlook. Having a look at this hill, it is packed to the absolute rafters. This crowd, they are still very vocal at the moment, and we have the official attendance, 11,520 here tonight. And it's great to see a fair few kids out and about as well.
Yes.
Help! Stefano, release!
A youthful outfit on the field and plenty of support amongst the younger brigade here as well. So Turbo wrapped up by Staines.
That's a play Olakuatu's been working on the last few weeks.
Oh, Paseka, a little gap opened up. closed at the last second by Safe-Path. Here's Brooks. He's going to come back towards the posts.
Last thing, Alex, Safe-Path.
Play 5 now.
Lock in, go.
Kroger to Cherry Evans. Ball out to Turbo. Then to Garrick. Oh, the ball's been left behind. He was pretty much over, Saab. They couldn't find the mark.
Play the ball. Happy. Play the ball.
I thought it got touched by a Tiger. But referee saying no touch. Garrick, catch pass.
Oh, they get an air swing.
Just behind Saab with the line wide open. Oh, they've got points in them, Manly.
Oh! It's a monstrous hit!
Oh, that's hot.
Oh, if this is high, we've got a serious problem.
I like the last one, Happy. They got to go through that process first, mate. That's all right. No,
If this is high, I think this is a problem.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you're rushing into contact like this,
he doesn't look overly good on the ground. Bleeding from the nose.
and you see the point of the shoulder of Paseka, just making contact with the cheekbone of Alamalo.
Well, they're going to be down a player. It's a matter of whether it's 10 minutes or whether it's the rest of the game.
Yeah. Yep.
It was a huge contact.
Well, as Billy said, you're rushing out of the line and they slip. It's impossible. You cannot adjust.
Oh, sent off.
Do you know what? I can understand contending the bins, but it's the accumulation of it all that makes it hard, doesn't it?
Oh, I can understand that. Well, it's been reviewed that way. You make contact with the bony part of the arm. It's moderate force, direct. In the bin, mate.
So it's Corey Waddell. I thought it was Paseka.
Paseka, that's right.
Can we have a look again, please? Let's have a look.
I thought it was Paseka's shoulder.
Yeah.
And Corey Waddell, he's gone to the sin bin.
Boys.
Here it is here.
There's,
Oh,
it's not, what?
Yeah, it hits him with the forearm.
yeah.
Yeah, but isn't the second one worse than the first?
Yeah. Time off.
Well, they both make contact.
JT.
Yeah, this is going to be a big test for the West Tigers now to close out this game. We're inside 15 minutes remaining, so let's see what Lockie Galvin has got because he's been involved in everything tonight.
So the third time that Manly have had a player sin bin. I'm absolutely befuddled by that.
Well, that last replay showed Corey Waddell. He made first contact high. Probably lucky not to have two guys in the sin bin.
We were fearing the shoulder charge, the direct contact from the shoulder charge. Well, that's bizarre.
No, it's a sin bin for Waddell for sure. He hits him flush.
On the mark. Tackle 4. Go.
Clemmer gets the Tigers to tackle 5. An 8-point gap. It's not a match-winning advantage. Oh, there's a great kick chase and wonderful tackle on the back of it. Papawate put down strongly. Now Kohler. Saab, 18 from the halfway. Now big Paseka punching through the middle. Another great run. Stefano with a desperate tackle. 5 from the halfway when he played that. Ollie Brooks underneath now Turbo. Leaving defenders in his wake. Papali'i couldn't keep up. He goes over the halfway line. Cherry Evans with a kick. Mason the target. Jake leads the kick chase. Oh, Staines. Strong run. The defence, Croker. And now Fatape. They're really playing the ball fast. Oh, Cooper. There's a good driving shot by Olakau'atu. In around the midriff. Galvin. Tackled by DCE. Garrick there to assist. Last tackle. Latufenu. Whacks it high in the air. Coruscant's racing through on Turbo, and he's pinned him, although he gets up and goes again. And he passes away to Saab, trying to put the flyer into a little bit of open space. Danica, some news?
Yes, just an update on Solomon Alamalo. He has come off for a head injury assessment after that heavy knock from Corey Waddell, and he has been classified as showing category 2 symptoms. So, of course, if he does fail, they can activate the 18th man, but with the amount of time left on the clock, you'd think that that would be highly unlikely.
Okay, thanks, Danica. Penalty late in the count. Just a reminder, Manly, with a victory, would confirm their place in the finals. If they were to lose here unexpectedly, their top 4 runs over.
Yeah, 11 minutes to go, down by 8. This is where the big guns need to stand up. I think Daly, Cherry Evans and Tom Trbojevic. And Tom scored the last try. Let's watch for those two guys to combine.
Brooks straightening, Olakau'atu into the open. Turbo! Another one for Tom Trbojevic.
Yeah, this is what happens when your halves play really straight into the line. Cherry Evans and Brooks, they do a great job. They track defenders. It just opens up the defence on the edge of the ruck. Here we go, Harvey Norman replay. Cherry Evans looks in, plays straight. Look how straight he goes in the line there, Luke Brooks. And then who else? Turbo. Cherry Evans to Luke Brooks to Olakau'atu to Turbo. 3 tries for Turbo.
Yeah, you can see what it does to Isaiah Papali'i. He doesn't just turn in, he moves his feet in, creates the space and preserves it out wide. Well, there's one of the big guns, Tom Trbojevic. He scored the last 2. And Ruben Garrick put his team 2 points behind here. The game's still alive.
Oh, Garrick's pushed it badly. The Paris 2024 Paralympic Games begin on August 28. Watch every medal, every moment live and free on 9 and 9 Gem Plus. Stream over 20 live sport channels on 9 now. Get ready for an incredible Paralympics experience with the home of the Paralympics, Channel 9. 4 points the difference. Another man in the bin for Manly. This would be a brave effort if they were able to get themselves out of a deep, deep hole. Turbo, brilliant. So bearing in mind that's the live ladder in which the West Tigers lead. If Manly can somehow overcome this gap, they'll be up in 33 points. That takes them to 5th on an interim basis with games to come through the remainder of round 25. And they let the ball hum from the restart. And it comes out to Taniela Paseka. Played by Aloye. Croker. Jake Trbojevic to Daly Cherry Evans to Tom Trbojevic to Ruben Garrick. And a fantastic tackle. Samuela Fainu.
Samuel is playing in the centres out on that left-hand side. That's the reason to target that side.
A long pass to Aloye from dummy half. So Waddell 4 minutes away. They'll finish the game at least with a full complement. Cherry Evans kicking out wide. Tupou with a comfortable catch. Saab leading the kick chase. The Tigers trying to go back to back. They've talked in depth about their desperation to avoid 3 consecutive wooden spoons. The players admit, well, it's a different sort of motivation, but it's motivation all the same. And they've played as if they've got a fire in the belly tonight. Galvin for Safar. Back to Galvin. And away to Api. Coruscant trying to step through. Great attack by the Tigers. Galvin throws a long ball. It's a good one. And he was tackled Fainu and then gave the pass away, and Saab back with it with a little opportunity.
That's brilliant footy.
How good is he? How old is he?
19.
19.
Just turned 19. Just the want to be everywhere, the want to be in the game. The want to make the play.
Good defence, Coruscant. Now Brooks, who's been a handful running the ball in the last 10 minutes. Cherry Evans with time. The kick placed deftly. It comes to a hold outside the Tigers' 10-metre line. Mason runs back, slips over. And Tupou, having been sidelined for a long, long time. Round 7 he was injured and only returns tonight in Tiger colours.
You can feel something's gonna happen with Turbo here.
Not if Api's got anything to do with it. A great scurry, almost 20 metres. Now Clemmer dodges the attempted tackle by Jake Trebojevic. Mason rushes into dummy half. Galvin with a high kick. Trebojevic perched underneath it. And he explodes, Tom Trebojevic.
Well, they're going to blow a penalty there. Aloiai was taken, he was pushed over in the kick chase.
Oh, there's some nerves jangling here now at Leichhardt. Cherry Evans takes a run down that right-hand short side. Here's Brooks. Away to Jake. Running towards Galvin. Playing it on 4. That's Waddell readying to come back out there. Terrible pass. Brilliant pickup. Pick up and pass in one motion. Garrick corralled by Samuel Fainu. He dropped the ball at dummy half. Jason Saab.
Yeah, just lost his concentration here, Saab. He was looking to pass the ball before he had it in his hands.
Well, that ball from Brooks that hit the ground, which Turbo picked up of his feet. Here's the error. Bend your back, Jason. It's a long, long way to bend down.
Out together, Nathan! Hold, stay square.
Well, the one thing that Manly do have is they have plenty of speed. So they don't need to be on the Tigers' try line to score points. You saw Tom Trebojevic make a line break off the kick return. They can score from anywhere, Manly.
The Tigers don't need an error. I don't think Galvin's thinking about that. Clemmer now. Oh, he thought about an offload.
Back to 13 and 13.
Safer. There's rumbling after that kick by Galvin. Super kick chase. Great tackle on Hopawate. 80 metres separates Manly and the try line. 4 points behind. Waddell manhandled. They've used 3 tackles. Cherry Evans now. Turbo! Bust them! Trebojevic with an offload. Then on a Kawatu. Oh no!
Play the ball.
Well, you'd like the last couple of minutes. Jason Saab over again. There's a beautiful little offload over the top by Olakau'atu. Again, Tom Trebojevic creating an opportunity. Line break. Then gets the ball to Olakau'atu. And he tries to find his flyer. Saab just misjudges it. And wow. Jonathan?
Yeah, the Manly Sea Eagles, they're going to go down swinging when they've got the ball. So the West Tigers certainly have to be disciplined with the defence and try and not let them come through the middle part of the field.
Wow, what a chance has gone begging there. There's been a few little incidents tonight that have made you just wonder maybe it is the Tigers' night. Oh, this is a long 2.5 minutes coming up. They probably only get, what, one full set, Manly?
We'll definitely get one.
And Galvin kicks high in the air. Saab with the catch, but the kick chase is spirited. Fainu drives him into the ground. Manly have to pretty much go the length of the field. Turbo with a cutout pass. Now he's a real flyer, Kohler. Good hustle from the Tigers, and Seyfarth, he's had a tremendous game. Good covering tackle for Waddell this time. Plenty of fingernails being chewed down to the wick here. The Tiger fans are hoping to hang on, and Turbo spills it.
Well, Samuela Fainu, he's been moved out to the centres with Alamalo going off the field. He's done a wonderful job. He gets beaten here, but just the desperation. He gets a hand to the contact and dislodges the ball. The ball goes out to that right-hand side. They've been testing out Samuela Fainu. He gets beaten there and then dives, desperation. He gets a hand on the football and saves the day, saves the game for the Tigers.
If they can get to the end of this set and produce a good kick, they're just about there. A week off for the Tigers coming up, and then a clash against Parramatta, which might decide who avoids the spoon, but they've taken a huge leap towards it for the first 79 and a bit minutes. Mason. He thinks he's been clipped high. No intervention from the referee. Clemmer now. The Leichhardt faithful counting down the seconds. Galvin, he's been wonderful. The pass to Papali'i. They still haven't stopped him. The offload. Fainu. Samuela Fainu has made a surety of it. What a way to end a brilliant performance by the West Tigers.
Yeah, deserves it too. Samuela Fainu. He's had quite the game, started in the back row. And as I just mentioned, he's been moved out to the centres due to an injury and has done a wonderful job defensively. And in the last moment of the game, he comes up with a play to score to win the game for the Tigers. Harvey Norman replay. Galvin, he goes short to Papali'i. He gets an offload. Great place to turn the footy over, but an even better place to score the match winner. JT?
Yeah, great work by Lockie Galvin. The ball playing ability and the skill from him. Watch when he gets the ball in his hands, shows it out in front, and then gets a one-on-one with Ruben Garrick with Papali'i, and he's been too strong. Gets the late offload, and Fainu, he's been outstanding for the West Tigers. And when they scored that try, the grandstand here, I couldn't hear myself think, well done to the Tigers.
The courage from Lachlan Galvin to continue to play his style of footy, go after the game, with the game on the line. Easy play is to just run it into the corner. Showed on the inside.
Oh, this is a stirring win by the West Tigers. 2 in a row. And for a club that has lurched in the doldrums for many, many seasons, rest assured, Tiger fans, there are brighter times ahead. They were down 16-0. They have come charging back. And they've beaten Manly, whose top 4 aspirations are shot now, and have 2 very difficult games coming up against Canterbury and Cronulla to round out the season. Who knows? The Seagulls, no certainties to feature in September now. They've hit a hurdle. Tigers 34, Manly 26 in Thursday night footy.